I first met the Iconic Air team when they were beginning this journey and on a path to their startup and pursuing the research and development opportunities for their technology. At that time, we were launching the InTech program at the West Virginia SBDC. They had heard some of the buzz about the West Virginia Entrepreneurship and Innovation Investment Fund for matching grants that would be available to those receiving SBIR and STTR awards.
I think it really is awesome to look at all the different groups and organizations that we worked with. It started off with applying to the West Virginia Business Plan competition, getting into the semifinals, get $1,000. Working with groups like the Launch Lab. We pitched every single competition the Launch Lab had. We were able to get a couple thousand there and just really keep the ball rolling. And, from the Launch Lab, we entered several national business competitions. We were able to go out and represent West Virginia, right? It was awesome. The school, paid for travel and we really were able to go out and represent not just our company, but also the state and the school.
So the SBDC does an amazing job of pretty much sending people around the state to talk about the SBIR grant, STTR grants, and explaining what they are, why they're valuable, and everything in between. How do you go about the process? How long does it typically take? What do you need to have ready? All of that stuff to get you ready, essentially going into the application process.
Kyle and James took advantage of absolutely every program and resource that we had to offer in the InTech program, and we couldn't be happier to be working with them as clients.
For businesses in especially for small businesses in West Virginia, the only thing that got us to where we are all the abundance of resources that we've been able to leverage. These resources, I think, are everywhere, all over the state, in our schools, even at our very local districts. But a lot of times I think that we just don't realize how impactful they could actually be on the business.
I think it's honestly really cool how kind of our origin story and how we started. It didn't start with the business, I think, and I think that's how a lot of founders actually start their relationship or how they meet. For us, it was really just a common interest and shared kind of passion in technology and engineering and cool things. Is when we decided to enter the West Virginia Business Plan competition, combining Kyle's marketing skills with the YouTube channel and the traction he had there with some of the stuff that I built around the drone and some of the 3D printing. And since then, the rest is history. We just continue to evolve and iterate and build what now is today Iconic Air.
Iconic Air is a software platform for the future of leak detection in the oil and gas industry. There's a lot of different reasons why leak detection is becoming increasingly important. 2020, going into 2021, it could be from a financial perspective. Investors are wanting to see more of this at a macro level. And it could also be companies are just interested in reducing their fugitive emissions and carbon methane escaping into the environment. So the Iconic Air platform essentially takes all these cool new hardware technologies that are being brought up. A lot of people might be familiar with satellites that detect methane, drones that detect methane, IoT devices that essentially small devices that sit by the well pads that look for leaks. The Iconic Air platform takes in all this information and helps give the company data and analytics around what their leaks look like.